Perfect Numbers is a small little card game in which you are drafting cards in groups of 1, 2, or 3, trying to put the cards in order to get the perfect number. Let me show you. In this game, there's going to be a market of cards that are put up in groups 3, 2, 2, and 1. And that market's going to go up each round. Players are going to start with some cards in front of them. And on your turn, you take a group of cards. You take the group of 3, 2, 2, or 1. So if I take, for example, this group here, the 5 is green, so I put it on the top of my green card because it's higher. The 3, unfortunately, if I put that on my 5, it's lower, and so I need to discard 3 cards from this pile, which would be all of them. So you have to be careful what cards you're taking. What you're trying to do is get the perfect number. When you take cards, you put them on from smallest to highest, which could cause some things to bust. But let's say, for example, I had just a 5, and these cards were out here. I will take this group and put the 2 here. I now have the perfect number. The top card here equals the number of cards in the group, which is 2. So I'll take these and score them. If there had been a 3 here, I could then put the 4 there and score that. It's the perfect number. And in fact, if you score a group of 5, 6, or 7, you'll draw bonus cards from the deck and add them because it's that much harder to do. And sometimes you'll play a card in yourself to subtract cards from a pile so that you can then get a perfect number on that pile. If you can't play a card, and let's say it's going to make you can replace an entire group with a card, or you can even play a card on an opponent, but only if it helps that opponent's pile. There's some special cards in the deck. There are wild cards that can go anywhere. This one lets you steal a card from someone else, add it to yours. This lets you move a card from one spot to another. And so you're going to be manipulating things and keep going till you go through the deck, and whoever has the most points is the winner. The problem with Perfect Number, and I don't think this is a bad game, but the problem with Perfect Number is, well, it just feels a little clunky. It is a difficult game to explain to people. So the company who makes this game, Eco-Friendly Games, or Jolly Dutch, I'm sorry, it is an eco-friendly game from Jolly Dutch. They tend to make games that are, sort of the game that anyone can play. And this is kind of that way. You look at the cards and everything. But explaining what the special cards do, explaining how the perfect card number works, and how you want to put cards down and then you make it go down a little bit so that you can come back up and get that number, is just a little more complexity, I think, than most people can handle. And for gamers who would like the extra complexity, I feel like the game has too little to offer to them. So I'm giving this one a 6. I don't know that it's a bad. There's a lot of things I like about it. I like the production. I like the look of it, the numbers, the cards. I do think that it would be easier if they just told you what the card did on it rather than have a symbol, which I don't think is particularly clear. But overall, it's kind of neat, but it's also weird and esoteric, so I don't know how often I would get this one to the table. That's Perfect Numbers.